Bears social media team was quiet the last couple of days till Wednesday afternoon, where they dropped this beauty of a video showing what's soon to come of Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze. Impressive that it was over second-year man Tyrique Stevenson, and is very, very well defended, by the way. Just perfectly placed by Williams, and was a huge catch by Rome Odunze. Not only that, a big week overall from a culture standpoint for this team, and I'm excited to break it down. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this Friday's episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. My name is Nick Brody, and as always, thank you for tuning in. Guys, look, Caleb Williams is a rookie. New playbook, one of the best defensive backs groups in the entire NFL, and he's going to have his rough practices. Well, that was last week, because this week he looked a lot better, understanding the playbook more, getting to know his guys, getting more NFL ready. Relax. We still have a ton of time. It's actually 100 days today from when the Bears are going to be on the field in week 1 against the Tennessee Titans. But overall, clearly was a bounce back day for everybody. Caleb Williams looked really good this week at OTAs along with Rome Odunze. Not only that, this team culture is through the roof. This team went on a golf outing on Thursday this past week, the day of non-OTAs, and they got together with some friendly competition, and honestly looks like they had a lot of fun, and that is key to a winning culture, working together. And if everyone watching right now could throw an FGB in the comment section below to get the vibes high for this weekend for the Chicago Bears team, and any other comments you want to make, along with smashing that like button if you're pumped for the Chicago Bears team. And if you please could, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all Chicago Bears news and notifications and help us hit 16,000 subscribers. So this is a video that got everyone's blood flowing this past week, and yes, it was a perfect, well-placed ball, and as it should be. This is what the future of Chicago Bears football is going to be with Rome Odunze and Caleb Williams, and it could be for potentially the next decade. Will it happen every play? No, and that's the expectation we have to tell ourselves. But this is a time during OTAs that we love to see that they're improving and doing things like this in order to become better. Not only that, practice has been against the best defensive back room in the NFL, arguably, for the entire career of NFL for Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze. So these guys are going to learn, they're going to be challenged, and they're going to be beyond NFL ready because of this situation, which is key here for guys' development. You give them a challenge at practice against some of the best, and they're going to be unstoppable against all their opponents, because they're only going to get better for the next couple of months. And there are a bunch of dogs out there. I mean, the DB room said themselves, they are not going to make this easy on anybody, and they're sure not doing that, but you can see that the team is getting better. And also, shout out to our guy Zach Pearson for feeding us with updates confirming that Caleb Williams did have a bounce back day today. Overall, he did really well in 7-on-7 and 11-on-11 on drills, according to Pearson, where in 7-on-7 he went 13 for 14, where the other one was a defensive pass interference technically. So really, he completed all his passes, which I will absolutely take. And there was a lot of connections there because DJ Moore was there, Rome Odunze was there, Tyler Scott, Bayless Jones Jr., everybody that you want in order for him to learn with, they were there today to help him. And obviously, I'm going to get a little bit more into the defense of why things maybe went so smoothly, but overall, it's good to see that DJ Moore is connecting with Caleb Williams, and he's improving himself. So going into the overall offense, I mean, I'm so happy about Rome Odunze, guys. I was a little scared at first with his injury during rookie training camp, but clearly it wasn't anything serious because he is motoring through drills right now at Halas Hall. And overall, man, I mean, I'm excited for this kid. He's balling out. He's quietly impressing. If they're not talking about you too much and they're not saying anything bad, you're doing something right, because they talk about hate most of the time. And when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about reporters from other teams. So as long as this guy can stay healthy, and this guy is going to be absolutely unstoppable for the Chicago Bears offense. I'm sure Shane Waldron is super excited about right now. He also was a full go today. There was no slowing down, so that injury put it in the past. So he had a bounce back practice as well. And then on top of it, I'm just excited to see DJ Moore has been there literally every single day, every single event. He has been to every single OTA, which these are totally optional, guys, according to reports. That's showing his true leadership in skills. He's a great mentor to Rome. He's a great mentor to all the other wide receivers. On top of it, he wants to learn this offense from the other guys. And he's going to get, Keenan Allen and other helps up to speed in this culture. Gerald Everett's definitely getting up to speed now. They're probably working together, going back and forth. And just everyone's helping each other out early, during OTAs, during voluntary. I can't remember the last time Bears veterans with the status of DJ Moore were at OTAs. Guys coming off a 1,300-yard season, which was a Pro Bowl snub in my opinion, and without any help and playing injured as well, he could be in for a massive season for himself and this entire Chicago Bears team. So, I mean, he's looked good at camp. Everyone's looked good at camp so far. That's what's going to happen, but I'm super excited about just the overall, mentorship and teammates that they are all being together. Going through the no-shows, Keenan Allen was the only big no-show that came to Chicago Bears camp today. People that did not participate on the offense, though, super happy to share that. Nate Davis was there today. He was doing work off to the side. He was doing his own individual thing, but he wasn't in team drills. So I'm happy to see he's actually at OTAs, which is really, really good to show that he's committing to this team and wants to get better. And the one interesting one I want to hit on is Teven Jenkins, who entering the last year of his contract did not participate in team drills, but he was there today for individual drills. So overall, take it with a grain of salt, but it's good to hear the offense is moving around and looking good. Now let's go into the defense, where I'm going to start with Jaquan Brisker, because first off, I feel like he's in for a huge season. I mean, look at the drip on this guy. But coming off of last year, I'm excited. He looks healthy. He looks locked in, and his stats last year, while injured and missing 2 games, were better than his rookie season, and he's in for a huge 2024-2025 season. Last year, he had played in 15 games with 105 total tackles, 66 of them being solo, 3 tackles for loss, along with 3 quarterback hits, 9 pass deflections, obviously a career high, 2 forced fumbles, 1 sack, and 1 interception. Those stats were all higher than his rookie season, as they should be, and he did that way more injured than his rookie season. So if he can stay healthy and strong, man, I'm telling you, Jaquan Brisker is going to be a Pro Bowl safety this upcoming year. And then on top of that, going off of Brisker, I mean, Kyler Gordon too has been there. They weren't there today. I'm just going to put that out there, but they have been to literally every other OTA according to reports. This was the only one that they weren't at, but Gordon's been battling injuries to his entire career. These 2 guys were Poles' first overall picks back in 2022, which is crazy to say, but they're turning out to be pretty darn good. These guys 2 together are a legit no-fly zone in Chicago. They started what this secondary is becoming. Really helped Jaylon Johnson become better as well, and Jaylon Johnson helped them, so they all worked out. But they're balling at camp. I mean, they're making things really difficult for Caleb Williams. And Gordon last year was limited. I mean, he started 7 games, played in 13 technically, but he played injured a lot. He had 61 total tackles, but those were almost the same stats that he had when he played in 15 games a year before. 44 of them being solo, 6 pass deflection, 2 interceptions, 2 quarterback hits, and 3 tackles for loss. I mean, these guys together are going to be a really good pairing. And during OTAs, I'm happy they're there because they're helping make guys stronger. They're helping the rookies. They're helping put, Caleb and Rome to work. And that's what's going to make this team better overall. So super excited about that. Quickly through the no-shows, ironically, Jaquan Brisker and Kyler Gordon. So that was very ironic. Jaylon Johnson, Kevin Byard, and Montez Sweat also weren't there today. But Jaylon Johnson and Kevin Byard have been there literally every other day minus today. So that's good to hear. And Montez Sweat hasn't been there at all, according to reports. So these guys need to rest. They have families. They have lives. They got to do that. And this is all voluntary. But at least they have been there. And Montez Sweat doesn't need to go there because he is by far the biggest name on that defense right now. So the good is that Tyrique Stevenson, Jack Sanborn, and Tremaine Edmunds, though, have played in literally every single OTA. And they're helping improve this team. They're helping get guys up to speed, especially the younger guys. So I love to see that the vets are putting in that work. And then also people that were there but did not participate was TJ Edwards and DeMarcus Walker. They don't need to really prove anything. They're locks on this roster. But overall, happy to hear how many people were there to gel with the team and get everybody up to speed. Now, before I get into the rest of this, I'd like to thank today's sponsor, Freshie Organic Tequila Seltzer. Massive deals across the Chicagoland area heading into the weekend. Use the Freshie Finder in the description below in order to find Freshie near you and get some today. So final highlights is the guys just look happy. The weather was beautiful. They're back overall. They're good energy. I know that it was a very interesting last couple of weeks. Last week was a really tough note to end on going into the long weekend with Caleb Williams practice. But I want everyone to feel like they had good practices. Everything was going well. I feel like this team is on the right path. They're doing good. They're at OTAs. There hasn't been anything serious. Knock on wood. Please knock on wood. But overall, this team is just clicking. And it's a different feeling. And this is something that we felt before 2018. And I'm really confident about this team, especially how they showed at OTAs, because the next part is going to be camp. Those are required. You're going to see everybody. You're going to see workouts. You're going to see guys putting in work. You're going to see pushing them each other. Overall, really good stuff ahead for the Chicago Bears team, guys. And I hope you guys are excited about it, because I am. And if I am, I'm excited about everything, but I hope you guys are too. And I want to hear it in the comment section below. But overall, guys, thank you as always for tuning in to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. A good episode today to be a Bears fan, because everything is clicking super well. But with that, thank you as always for tuning in, and let's hear it. Bear down, baby, and FGB.